Hello everybody, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live here in Memphis, Tennessee, in Shelby County. Today is early Sunday morning, May 18, 2014, time 2:36 a.m. I'm gonna date this video with yesterday's date, which would be May the 17th of 2014. I want to first say thank you to all my fans and my support for your continued encouragement and your support. I'm constantly working on my entertainment music interests. In the very near future, I shall return to One Sound Studio on Airways, on Airway Boulevard here in Memphis, Tennessee, and do some recording of my music in the studio, and then from that point move to the next item on my agenda. So in the very near future, I shall be releasing, like I said, promoting my entertainment music interest. But on this video, I'm not gonna try to be too long. As of yesterday, which was Saturday, May the 17th, 2014, I was off from work, and I'll be off from work also, which is today, Sunday, from America Pride, the company I work for, which is on Vance Avenue, right there on the corner of Vance and Walnut, right here in Memphis, Tennessee, here in Shelby County. I pretty much stayed at home. I didn't go anywhere, but I tried to get all my homework, my classwork at Monroe College online completed. Still got a little more left. But today, which is Sunday, I'll be going to take my mom to Midtown Church of Christ here in Memphis, Tennessee on Union Avenue. It's on Union Avenue, right here in Memphis, Tennessee, Shelby County. Then I'll be attending Klondike Church of Christ here in Memphis, Tennessee, Shelby County on Valentine Avenue. Then I'll come back home. I gotta finish my homework. Get that turned in. I'm glad I enrolled in school. I know that was the right decision because education is a very important value to have, and it should be accessible to all. There should be things to be done to ensure that all persons, without any impediments or any challenges or hurdles or difficulties or anything or obstacles to prevent anyone, any person from having education. Now, like I said, I won't be long in this video. Because Saturday, which was yesterday, in the United States of America, we celebrate, we mark celebration of the United States Supreme Court having to make a decision on a landmark case called Brown versus the Board of Education in 1954 on May 17th. The United States Supreme Court declared state laws establishing separate public schools for black and white students to be unconstitutional. And it says the decision overturned the Plessy versus Ferguson decision of 1896, which allowed state-sponsored segregation insofar as it applied to public education, and then handed down on May 17, 1954. The Lawrence Court unanimous 9-0 decision stated that separate education facilities are inherently unequal. As a result, de jure racial segregation was ruled in violation of the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution. So, very appreciative of all those who were involved in arguing against segregation, and we're very appreciative of their efforts, and we want to continue to ensure that there'll never be any law in place to deny any person access to education. And I also want to mention that here in the United States of America, which was yesterday, Saturday, May 17, 2014, here in America, United States of America, we celebrated Armed Forces Day. And being that I'm a veteran of the United States Marine, honorable discharge veteran of the United States Marine Corps, and August 31st, 1949, the Secretary of Defense, Lewis Johnson, announced the creation of Armed Forces Day. All the branches of the military at that time, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, they, Marine Corps, they celebrate their own, what you consider a holiday for that branch, for that league. Well, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, on that day, they relinquished that league, but the United States Marine Corps maintained their celebration of their holiday. And so, we want to appreciate all the men and women of the United States Armed Forces for their service and their sacrifice. It's the right thing to do, to acknowledge their patriotism to this country. And I want to say thank you to all the men, to all the women and the men for serving in the United States military, and should not be forgotten. before I end this video, I want to continue to talk and, dialogue about traditional African culture. But before I do that, there's some things that have taken place, this week. And first thing I want to say, just briefly mention, on CNN, they had this interview with Donald Sterling. We spent too much time on that because that was just a senseless thing to do for you to have the audacity to say that you're owner of an NBA team and to claim you got set up and all this and saying some, something about black people, something like that. And so this week we're gonna get on CNN and basically spend more time trying to talk about Mr. Earvin Magic Johnson, who the NBA not even trying to kick out the NBA. It's you. It's Donald Sterling that's been banned from the NBA, that's been told to sell a team and no other penalties. You got to pay a fine, and then you're gonna get on CNN talking about Mr. Earvin Magic Johnson's private life and all this. Well, now that the interview been done, the stuff you said on the video, to CNN hasn't changed the NBA decision whatsoever. Nothing that you said on CNN has changed the NBA commissioner or the other owners to allow Donald Sterling to be an owner. And Mr. Earvin Magic Johnson has been, to the best of his ability, based on what you have, has been trying to contribute to the community, contrary to what Donald Sterling had to say. So whatever you said on CNN didn't change the NBA decision about you being an owner and moving right along. Uh, the whole terrorist situation is being handled by many governments around the world. Not just one, many governments, because all the governments of the world are affected by terrorism. And this week, it's been reported that Boko Haram wants to negotiate for the release of the schoolgirls that they kidnapped, violently kidnapped from a Nigerian government sponsored school for the girls. And there's something that has to be continued pointed out, that when you work toward peace, you have to dialogue. You have to have some means of communicating. There has to be some form. We have to talk. Now, for example, America, law enforcement and the military, they had to deal with issues like this all the time. And there comes a time when the person or persons, let's just say a bank robbery or some criminal offense where a person has taken someone hostage. Well, in that situation, most times law enforcement do negotiate, but they have negotiators. They do negotiate. Talk. They talk to the criminals. Well, irregardless, they talk to the criminals. And in a situation like this, when you see the leader of Boko Haram, you know who he is. You understand? You know who this person is. He on video sitting right there in front of you. You know who he is. He talking to you, the government of Nigeria and all the other governments of the world. And then you're going to tell him, and then you're going to tell everybody else that we don't negotiate with terrorists. You're not making sense. You're not making any sense. Is to leave that man walking around on a YouTube video and then kidnap the little girl, him and the other uh, members of the Boko Haram, and you just decided that the way to handle it is just don't say anything. That's not gonna solve anything. You know who this man is. You know who he is, and he's sitting right there in Nigeria. He hasn't left Nigeria. He's a Nigerian. Now, governments, the countries around the world that are not Nigerian or not even on the African continent, you can say, well, we're not going to negotiate or we're going to talk to this person. Well, you can say, but the Nigerian government, and he right there in Nigeria, you should talk to that man. You should talk to him directly or indirectly. You should have communication with him and with the other members of Boko. They right there in Nigeria. The little girls ain't going nowhere. They right there in Nigeria. The man told you. He kidnapped the girl. Now how you gonna get all 300 of them girls out of Nigeria without nobody knowing where they at? They right there. So you got to talk to this man from this point on and keep the lines of communication open. When you deal with the El Shabaab, the same thing. They just attacked made another terrorist attack. And they right there in that area. See, as a leader of the country, you don't leave these individuals walking around with weapons and nobody talk to them. See, you have to have communication with them constantly because the government is being watched. They're trying to recruit. See, you have to talk to these people and you have to make it clear to the general public that we are talking to these people. We are talking to them and we are talking to the general public. When you talk to the general public, you're making it perfectly clear that you're not supposed You're not supposed to join in with Boko Haram. You're not supposed to join in with Al Qaeda. So you talk to them. You talk to them regularly, constantly. And then you report it to the general public that we are talking to them. Because these people are sitting there watching. They're being attacked by these terrorists. Now, I say I'm not going to be long. I just want to make, like I said, traditional African culture and customs uh, exist today. And I want to take a brief moment, to talk about uh, a group of African people who live on the African continent in the eastern, southeastern uh, region of Africa. The Hutu and the Tutsi, Bantu speaking people. The Hutu or the Aba-Hutu is an ethnic group in the African Great Lakes region. They mainly live in Rwanda, Burundi, and the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, where they're from one of the principal populations division along the Tutsi and the Tutsi. These groups of people, you have to understand that the Hutu, the Tutsi, and the Twa are the same people. They're the same. They speak the same Bantu language. They said the Hutu speak Rwanda Rundi as their native tongue, which is a member of the Bantu subgroup of the Niger Congo language family. Rwanda Rundi is subdivided into Kinyarwanda and Kirundi dialects. Let me say that again. It said Rwanda Rundi is subdivided into the Kinyarwanda and Kirundi dialects. And that's the Hutu, the Tutsis, the Abatusi are an ethnic group inhabiting the African Great Lakes region. It says historically they were referred to as the Watusi, or the Waham. The Tutsi form a subgroup of the Banyarwanda, and the Burundi people, who reside primarily in Rwanda and Burundi. It says a significant population also found in Uganda, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Tanzania. It says the Tutsi speak Rwanda Rundi, just like the Hutu. The Tutsi speak Rwanda Rundi is their native tongue, which is a member of the Bantu subgroup of the Niger Congo language family. Rwanda Rundi is subdivided into Kinyarwanda and Kirundi dialects. Now, I'm going to end right there. Until my next video, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live here in Memphis, Tennessee, in Shelby County. And again, I want to say thank you to all my fans, my support, for your continued support and encouragement. And until my next video, you take care of yourself, and we should